Hello friends, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to this tutorial Selenium for beginners. So in this video we are going to see second part of web locators in Selenium. So in this video we are going to learn different types of XPath and then we'll see how we can create your own XPath in these different types. So basically there are three major types of XPath. One is single attribute, second one is using multiple attribute, and third one is using contents. These are just major types. Again, there are subtypes available. We can see it later. So here is your first type of XPath, that is using single attribute. So there are two formulas available. So we'll see first formula, that is /HTML tag in square bracket @ attribute name equal to attribute value. So here attribute name, which we need to find out from the website, and the value as well. In formula 2, the formula is almost same, only the HTML tag is replaced by star. So just read that formula once again, then we'll see the practical example. So for practice we are using the same website, that is www.testandquiz.com seleniumtesting.html. Also the link is available in description. Okay, so this was our code we use existing in prior video, that is second test case.java file. We'll learn how to construct the web locator using id, name, class name, tag name, link text, partial text, and the remaining was XPath and CSS. So now we are going to see that XPath part. Okay, so I think we should create a new Java class file. So let me create new Java class file in our package test cases. Right click on test cases, then new class. So here the page class name is, let me put name XPath. Select the checkbox for public static void main, and here the source folder and package name, no need to change anything over there, just click on finish. So here is your Java file created. So as we do every time, initially we have to initialize the system.set properties, then the driver object, and then driver.get. So let me copy it from our existing program. So these are the initial code which we need to use in our all practices. So I'm just copying this part and then paste here. So here is the user directory, system.set property, WebDriver object creation, and then driver.get. We are going to open the testandquiz.com website. Okay. So as we said, there are three types of XPath. So the first type, that is type 1, using single attribute. We have already seen the formula for single attribute. Let me write down the formula here. The formula 1, we all know the formula 1. So this is the formula 1, /HTML tag in square bracket @ attribute name is equal to attribute value, and that value needs to be in single inverted comma. So let me see on this website, we'll fill the values in formula. So for example, we'll practice for this submit button. So let me inspect this submit button. Here is the DOM. So now we can select any of the attribute which we think suitable. So for example, I will select the ID attribute. So let's create the XPath for this button. Here is the ID and value, attribute value, ID button, and here is the HTML tag. So button is the HTML tag. So let's create the web element. Button is equal to driver dot find element. So here we have to provide the by dot XPath. Okay. So XPath value we have to construct from the formula. So let's construct the XPath first. Double slash HTML tag is button. So double slash button in square bracket @ now here attribute name is ID. Let's check once again. So we have selected the ID attribute, so the attribute name will be ID in small letters. We can copy it from here or else we can type it. So the attribute name @ID equal to, in single inverted comma we have to provide the value, that is ID of button. So let's copy and paste, so no chance of mistake, and then close the square bracket. So this is the XPath we have constructed for this button using single attribute strategy. So this is the formula and here is the answer. So let me copy this XPath and we can verify on the website. Just do the Control F on the DOM. Use the shortcut Control F to verify your XPath. So now here we have to paste the XPath which we have created, and then it is highlighting our button object. So here it has highlighted the button object in yellow color on front end as well as in DOM, and then it is showing that it's one of one. It means the XPath is unique. So this XPath is just highlighting a unique object. It is not used for multiple objects. That is the main verification point of your XPath. Every time we have to make sure that the XPath is always one of one, or else you will get errors while doing the practical actions. So we have properly created the XPath. Let me paste the XPath in this web element method here in double quotes and then semicolon. So we have completed the XPath using single attribute strategy. So let me remove the error by importing the Selenium libraries for web element. Now we have to suppose we have to perform the action on this button. So how we can perform the action? That is very simple. We have to use the web element button. So this is our button, and suppose we have to click on the button. That is the action we can perform. So for that, sorry, not driver. For that, button is our web element equal to, button dot, then we'll see these different actions available. So once you type button dot, you will see this list of actions available. So out of that, click is the suitable action for us. So select the click action, click void, here it is. So this will perform the click on this button web element. If the XPath is correct, it will properly highlight the element and it will click on the button. Okay. So now let's try with the formula 2. So the formula 2 is only HTML tag has to replaced by star, right? So let me copy this XPath So here is our XPath using formula 1. So let me copy here and just replace this button word by star, and the XPath is ready. Sometimes the tag name is not unique, or there are some issues with the tag name, or the tag name has some spaces. In that case we can't use the tag name, so there we can use the star instead of the tag name. So this is your second type of XPath, that is using multiple attributes. So the formula is /HTML tag and then in square bracket attribute name of first attribute and equal to value of first attribute, and the square bracket completes in second square bracket name of second attribute with and then equal to value of second attribute. Just read the formula very carefully because we have to insert the values in that formula. And similarly in formula number 2 we have to just replace the HTML tag by star, and the further formula is same. So let me type the formula 1. The type 2 is using multiple attributes. So here we can add more than 1, 2, 3, 4 attributes. It's up to you. We can continue the chain, and the formula 1, as we have seen, here is the formula 1. So we just try to put the values in this formula. So we'll use this formula on the same but submit button. Okay, so this is your attribute 1 and then attribute 2. So we have to use two attributes and its values, right? Okay, so let's start with the XPath / and the tag name is button. So / button in square bracket. Now we have to find out the ID. So @ID is equal to, in single bracket we'll use this value ID of button and then bracket close. So that is the first part of the XPath, and then in second square bracket we have to use the second attribute. So let's see which is the second attribute we can use. Okay, so here let me remove the XPath. Yeah, so here we can use this title attribute. Okay, or else we can use type as well, but I will go with title. So the second attribute name is @title is equal to, in single quote, click me. Okay, so click me is the value of second attribute. Fine, so this is the XPath using the second method. Let me copy and verify. So Control F and then paste the XPath. Yeah, so it is highlighting the submit button properly. Okay, and also it is showing 1 of 1. It means the XPath is unique, highlighting a single element. Perfect. So let me create the web element object. Then use the XPath. Okay. So here we have error because the name of the web element is similar to the first web element, which is button and button. So let me make it button 1. Okay. Yeah, so now it's fine. So formula 2 for this method, that is very much similar. Just replace this HTML tag by star. So no need to show the formula. Let me write down the answer directly. So here just replace the button by star. The further XPath will be same. Okay. Now this was type 2 using multiple attributes. Formula 1, formula 2. Now we'll see type 3. So this is your XPath using type 3, that is using contains method. So here the formula is double slash HTML tag in brackets, we start with contains, and then in simple bracket the name of first attribute, comma, value of the attribute. Okay, so here we are not using equal to, we are using comma. So let me show you the example. So type 3 using contents. Okay, the formula, formula 1 is here. So let's put the values in this formula. Okay, so read the formula carefully. So let's start double slash HTML tag is button, double slash button in square bracket contains, then in simple bracket at the rate our name of attribute is id is equal to, sorry, comma, not equal to, comma, in single quote the value of this id attribute, that is id of button. Okay, and then bracket close. So this is your XPath using contents method. So let me copy the XPath and verify in Chrome. Okay, so here let me paste the XPath. Something is wrong. It is not highlighting the object, also not showing the count of the XPath. Something is wrong. Yeah, I got it. So here we forgot to close the simple bracket, right? So here we have to close this simple bracket after the single quote ends. Yeah, so here let's add the bracket close and then copy it once again and then again paste it here. Yeah, so it is properly highlighting the web element, submit button, and then showing it's one of one, that is unique one. So like that you can verify and cross check your XPath before using in your program. Okay, and let's try with star instead of tag name. Yeah, it's working properly, so we are good. So that is formula 2, where we have to replace this tag name by star. Okay, so just replace it by star. Perfect. And let's create the web element and then replace the XPath with this new XPath. Okay, and then web element name will be button 2. So like that we have created XPath for this simple button using 3 different methods, using single attribute, then using multiple attributes, and then using contains method. So there are many other methods available. We'll see it in upcoming videos. So these are the major 3 methods. Okay, so also we can try to run the program, but before that we need to comment these extra lines. Like we can use any of the XPath to test on the execution. So let me comment out second and third XPath and web element, so that only one XPath will be present for the button and it will perform the action. So let me comment out the further code. We'll use this first method to test on the execution. Okay, so and then I will put the println line, system.out.println submit button clicked successfully. Okay, so we'll click the submit button using the first XPath method. So save the program, Ctrl S, right click on it, and then run as Java application. So here a program has started execution. So website opens here, Chrome browser and the website testandquiz.com, and then it has successfully clicked the button submit. It is highlighted in green color. And also we can check this println on console, submit button clicked successfully. Perfect, awesome. So that's it about the video. Today we learn different types of XPath, and then how we learn how to create your own XPath using three major types. So thank you very much for your support. Thank you once again.